Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be telling you about how to make HTTP GET and POST request to a fake JSON placeholder REST API. So if you just search on Google and type here JSON placeholder, this is the API that we will be making GET and POST request. So it's a free API for developers to make HTTP POST request and GET request. And we will be using the library called as famous library, which is Axios library. So search on Google, you will get the reference of. So basically, it's a promise-based HTTP client for making HTTP request inside browser, and also you can use it inside Node.js. So today the tutorial will be on the browser side. So you will see this is a simple, you will have to have a basic text editor installed, and just I will show you from scratch. I am using Visual Studio Code text editor. So just make index.html file here and basically just write the basic barebone HTML template here. Just change the title to Axios HTTP request example to JSON placeholder API. So now guys, what you need to do is you need to search on Google here Axios CDN. CDN stands for Content Delivery Network. So basically you will go to the first website and copy paste this CDN here. Simply copy it and make a script tag here, and simply you will paste in the source attribute, paste the link here. That's it. This is the actual library that we will be using here. So we have included this like this. So if you want to get all the source code, I have given the link in the video description. This is the blog post I have written here. So the link will be there inside video description. You can just uh, see that. You can see this is all the source code that I will be using in this video. So the link will be there inside video descriptions. Just join it. And after that, what you need to do is that we will also be including the bootstrap CDN. So go to w3schools.com website and simply you need to only grab the CSS part here. Simply paste it here after the title, paste it, and that's it. Now we will use the container class of bootstrap and we will give it a heading here in the center position. Text center is the bootstrap class. So JSON placeholder API example in Axios. That's it. So basically, if you open this, you will see in the heading JSON placeholder API example in Axios. So now, first of all, I will be showing you the example of GET request, how to make a simple GET request. So we will be having a simple form element here. We will be giving ID to it of form so that we can target in Jquery. So inside this, we will have a form group class, and inside this we will have the label is for title, or you can say number of post that we need to retrieve here. So number of post. After that we will have a simple input element of type number, and we will be giving a class of form control. So here we can give the ID, which is number, and it is required. So basically we have this field is required, you need to enter something here. So basically you will see this is the input field here. Here you will provide how many number of posts you need to fetch here. Simply you can give the numeric value only, you can't give string value here. And after that we will have a simple button in order to trigger the request. So whenever you need to submit this request, you will press this button. So simply form group class of bootstrap once again, and button btn danger and btn block. So this will have the red color. So and the label will be simply get post. So you will see this is a button here, simply get post. If you click it, if you submit the form here, you will see please fill out this field. If you fill out, something will happen because we haven't written the JavaScript code yet, so we need to write it now. First of all, we also need to include the Jquery library here. So simply search for Jquery CDN and go to w3schools.com and go to get started and simply grab the CDN, copy it, and after this Axios, paste it here like this. And we will write the JavaScript code here only. So make a script tag like this. So now we have given the ID to the form here. So we can simply document, sorry, we can target the form element like this. So we have given the ID of form here. So you will see we have given this ID of form here. So there is a submit method here. So when the form submits, so this will have this submit method, or you can also attach an event listener like this, add event listener, but we will attach it like this. So this will have the e parameter, which is event handler. So e dot prevent default. So here you need to put this method here. After that, we need to get the number of post, get number of post, which the user has submitted. So we can declare a variable here, which is the number of post. So we can get this number very simply, number of post, and we have given the ID to the input field here, which is number here. So simply we can grab this number dot value val like this, and simply we can alert this number here, number of post. So simply you will see if I submit 5, you will see 5 is printed out. So we are successfully getting the value. Now we simply need to make the Axios get request. So this is simply very easy, guys. You need to axios.get, and after that we need to put the URL to which we are making the request. So if you read the documentation inside JSON placeholder, so basically this is the URL that we want here. Simply if you open this inside your browser, this will return the simple JSON response here. You can change this number, which is 1 to 2. So this will change the ID to 2, user ID 1, and once again you can change this to 3 like this. Title will also change here, you will see 4 like this. So we also just need to make this. So simply we can copy this URL and simply we can paste it, declare a new variable here, which is the URL, paste it, and simply you can just write here URL, and here you can pass the number of post here, number of post, that's it. And after that it returns a promise, guys. As I already told you, it is a promise based HTTP client library, so we can handle the promise by dot then, and inside this has the response here, and we can console log the response, that's it. So if you open this with live server now, if I open the console menu here, you will see, if I write here 3, click get post, you will see now this return a JSON response to us. And inside the data section here, you will see the ID is 3 here, completed is false, title is 3. If I 4 like this, you will see now again a JSON response will be returned to us, which will be data is, you can see ID is 4, title is this. So we only need the title, so we can say response.data.title. So simply we will only have the information that we want for. You will see the title only. You can see you can change this number to 567. So you will see it is not defined. So we can see 78 like this. You will see this. So we can also handle the errors as well. As you can see, if I provide the invalid number, so in that case scenario it is returning 404. So we can also handle the error inside this by dot catch. So here we can console log the error, or we can also alert the user that invalid input. So you can catch the error like this. So simply if I provide invalid number, you will see invalid input. So this is very much easy to handle error handling in Axios as well. You simply need to use the dot catch method in order to handle the errors which are there. So dot then is called successfully when your request is successful. When there any sort of error is there, you can call the dot catch handler. So this is simply Axios, guys. This is how we make a get request inside Axios, and we can declare after this div. We can have result here. We can display the result as well, and we can put what we can do is that we can have we can target our result, and we can append, and we can append here response.data.title, and we can have the new line symbol as well. So new line. So now this will display the title on the screen. So you will see this is a title. You will see now it is displaying the title on the screen. So every time it is calling the JSON API and it is displaying some data on the screen. So this is exactly what we wanted. So this is how you make the GET request, guys. And now I will show you how simply you can make the POST request as well. So for making the POST request, it is very much easy. This part needs to be changed here. So we can add some more fields here, which is we can change this to user ID. User ID. We can change the label to user ID. And we can copy paste once more for title. So we can change the input type to text, and we can give the ID to title. And we can change the label to title. That's it. So now you will see we have two input fields, user ID and title, and we need to submit a post. So we can change the label to the button here, which is add post. That's it. So now we will make the post request. So in the post request, what we want is that we will make two variables here, which is user ID and title. So we can easily get the user ID simply by again this method, which is ID val, and we can give the title like this, title val. That's it. So we have the title and user ID. Now we simply need to make the post request. This is very easy. Axios.post. Now in this case we are making the post request, so we are calling the post method. So if you go to the documentation of JSON placeholder API, so this is a simple, I think this is a post request. We are making the post request to. So you can see the guide as well. Simply click the guide section and you will see this is a guide we are interested in. Simply copy this URL, and I will change the URL to this and paste it, and simply we need to have the object here. So we need to make the object here. So let object, and this is the title. Title is equal to title, and user ID is equal to user ID. That's it. We can pass the object here, comma object. So this is the actual payload, or you can say actual data that we are passing here. And simply once again we need to handle the promise by dot then. This will have the response here, and we can console log the response like this. In case any error is there, we can handle is by dot catch. Some error has taken place. So you can say alert. That's it. So this is the actual post request, guys. So if I show you now what is happening here, if I provide the user ID, let's suppose 4 and title is something like this. Click add post. You will see this is we have successfully made the post request status is 200, which is successful. If I show you the data, which is ID and title, you will see, you can see we can only get the data here, which only data part. So once again, if I submit 5 like this, so we have make the post request here. This returns the JSON response, which is title, and the title which we have passed here like this. You will see. And if I make any sort of mistake here, let's suppose if I pass a HTML tag here, this is invalid input. So we will have, I think we will should, no, it is not having. So in this way, guys, you can make post request and get request to JSON placeholder API. I have shown you a complete example in browser using vanilla JavaScript and also some jQuery and Bootstrap. So hopefully you will like this video. In order to download all the source code, you can go to the video description link. Please like the video and I will be seeing you in the next video.